Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. It's the Brad. 50. 50 to Mike. 50 to Mike. Night, sweetheart. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Whip. Watch the whip. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. You go tight. You got tight right there.
Second down, Murray sets to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. The sack there by Rasheem Green.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board.
Let's go.
At their own 28-yard line.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw. Squeeze, get in there. Tighten up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Hey, switch gears. Check.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The extra point up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check three, check three. Mike's 50. Go. Go.
Murray now on 1st down. Johnson's got it complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run good for 24 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun to give to Mixon. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. It's Mixon on the counter. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
2 times. 3 down.
Oh, a design run for their wideout. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now.
Ready. Check the outlaw. Get that quarterback. And on. Check three.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Coming, baby. I'm calling it over. Go, Mike 50. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's long. Go. Shit. Watch the shit. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Check that. Ready.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Able to find Kirk complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They come up in an offset eye.
50. Oh, you got deep?
Here's Murray. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Leonard Fournette, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. And oh, it's blocked. picked up by the offense. This is a live ball.
That ball don't belong to you, boy. That ball belongs to us.
Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Switch up, switch up.
To throw on second down. Love. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Off play action. Love. He rifles one that's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on a final play of this first quarter. Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Murray. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Here we go. Shit.
Now Joe Mixon. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Now they run with Mixon. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
He's not going to get me.
On second down, here's Murray. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Snap comes to Murray at 1. And the pressure gets to him again. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a 1-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a handoff here to his running back. He's going to have the first down past the 20 as he'll take this up to the 22-yard line. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you.
2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Love. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable.
It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 41 yards.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Right there. 54, right there.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Flushed out right. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
Let's go, boys.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. To throw, it's Murray. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Let's get it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
A 40-yard attempt.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's the 2nd and 7. This one taken in by the former Baylor Bear, Jalen Hurd. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Dallas.
Set, ready. 10 Tucson. Slam, slam. Smoke.
On first down, Love. He finds Riddick, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. This from 44 yards out, left hash. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Hey, watch it, watch it.
61, matchbox, light. Ready.
Off the play fake. Love. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Pretty quiet, team, pretty quiet. Switch.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Byron Murphy. The first pick of the 2nd round there defensively.
Coverage by Byron Murphy.
Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. From the gun, Love. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And it'll be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on the job. Training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Let's go.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And I hate to point to that missed field goal from their last drive, but you look at the scoreboard, they would be in the lead if they had that 3.
Well, no doubt those points or those missed points do loom large, but here they're getting a chance for a makeup, aren't they? Almost like my time in school, I was always begging my teachers for a makeup exam. Here's their opportunity now to put those points on the board.
And every point becoming more vital here in the second half. 2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long.
Under 10. Under 10. 10. Hey.
Check the backer. Check the backer.
Kill.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction.
Let's go. Let's do it.
At their own 34-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Ready. 50. Plant. Mike. Come on. Slit hand.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Love. This one into the hands of Hurd. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Let's go now.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Airing one deep for Riddick. And that is incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Murray now on 1st down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Bang, 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 bang. Hey, 50 to Mike, 50 to Mike. Let's pick it up. It's out.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. He finds his running back, Mixon. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Watch out.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, now Murray has it stripped. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him.
Ready up. 53 is the mark. Switch.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
And Tate's got it. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are...
He's got a man, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 36 yards on the play.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
First down, Murray. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Murray again, 2nd and 10. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 13-yard line. Murray now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray, eluding the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. Christian Kirk, his first touchdown on the year, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll try and run it in, but he is not going to make it. It's a big play by the defense, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Come on, set. 60 out front. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. No! He's checking. Cracks, and go!
Now a handoff looking right. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Operating from the gun. Love. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
Check. Crunch. Clogged off. Crunch. Now. Walk motion. Alpha.
43 is the mic.
Rock. Hey, check.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
On fourth down, Love. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Eli Apple. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Mixon with a first down carry. And shutting him off. Now open field. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. Mixon. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on second and 13. To throw is Murray. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
Well, I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, second and 11. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long.
Watch the eye.
Check. Pilot 64, weak.
Tighten up. Hey, switch gears.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Here's Matt Bosher now, standing just about on his own goal line. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Fielded just inside the 20. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Dallas, a loss would have really hurt. As it stands, they finished the first half.